Yesterday, I turned 59, and I want to share my experiences with you. Today, I'll talk about what I would pay more attention to if I were 20 again. I've prepared 50 useful tips for you, insights that I wish I'd known earlier. 1. Be a creator, not just a consumer. I understand that consuming content is part of life, especially when it brings knowledge and inspiration. But you must be aware that if you take more from your surroundings than you give, you might eventually feel like something is missing. If you don't want to lose your valuable attention and time, strive to create more than you consume. Each time you create, you leave something of yourself and develop your skills. Remember, the world needs people who contribute value. 2. Be kind to people who are just starting out. You never know what the future holds for someone who is just starting their journey. I've seen situations where people I didn't take seriously achieved levels of success I never imagined. Showing respect and support to everyone, no matter where they are in their journey, builds good relationships. In the future, these people may reach great heights, and they will remember those who supported them. In this way, you create good karma that may come back to you at the least expected time. 3. Observe others, but don't be afraid to go against the grain. Don't be afraid to step outside the boundaries that everyone else follows. I spent years in a stable job, comfortable with the security of a steady paycheck. But one day, while working for a wealthy entrepreneur, I realized there was another path, my own. Leaving was difficult, but now I know I wouldn't have achieved my success if I had stayed in a safe position. If you walk the same path as everyone else, you'll get the same results. Sometimes it's worth taking a risk to discover something new and different. 4. Your connections are more valuable than knowledge. Relationships with other people can be more valuable than money in the bank. There have been countless times when my connections have been a lifeline, providing me with the support I needed in challenging moments. Nurture relationships and build a network, because those connections may be what help you succeed. 5. Avoid talking badly about others behind their backs. If you have a problem with someone, approach them and discuss it directly. Talking badly about others behind their backs may seem harmless, but it actually undermines your credibility. Listeners might start thinking you do the same behind their backs. Speak honestly and openly, building trust, and you'll avoid unnecessary conflicts. 7. Make decisions quickly if they can be reversed. Sometimes we hesitate with decisions that we can actually reverse. In such cases, it's worth acting quickly, because sometimes the biggest risk is not deciding at all. However, when a decision is irreversible, slow down and analyze all possible options. This way, you'll avoid irreversible mistakes and make an informed decision. 8. Focus on one task at a time. Multitasking is a myth. Trying to do everything at once reduces efficiency. It's better to focus on one task and complete it thoroughly. By doing so, you'll achieve more than by spreading your attention across multiple tasks. 9. Strive to be unique rather than compete to be the best. Look at your talents and interests, even those that seem unrelated. By combining them in a unique way, you can create something no one else can. Stand out instead of trying to be number one. Being one of a kind is more valuable. 10. If you don't like something, find a way to change it. Life is too short to stay in situations that frustrate us. If you can't change the situation, change your approach to it. Complaining won't help, and it will only weaken your resolve. Instead, focus on the solutions available to you. 11. Work smart, not just hard. Thanks to technological advances, working smart is more accessible than ever. Use tools and technologies that allow you to achieve more in less time, giving you an edge in a challenging world. 12. Assume that you can learn something from everyone. Don't close yourself off in a bubble of your beliefs. Each person, even one with different views, can bring something valuable. Be open to different perspectives and learn from everyone you meet. 13. Respect the elderly. Older people often have experience that can help you avoid mistakes. Although their advice may seem outdated at first glance, remember that it comes from years of experience. Listen with an open mind, but decide for yourself what to take from it. 14. Don't be afraid of change. Embrace it. Change is part of life, and though it's often difficult, it can lead to amazing things. History is full of examples of people who use changes to their advantage. Instead of avoiding novelty, embrace it enthusiastically, and you'll find new paths. 15. Focus on living in the here and now, not through your phone screen. The modern world is full of distractions that pull us away from life in the present moment. Try to be present and enjoy the moment, as many moments may never repeat. 16. Always respect others' time. Punctuality is more than just being on time. It's a sign of respect for other people and their time. Being punctual shows that you're a person who can be relied upon, as well as that you have discipline and organization. Punctuality is also a sign of professionalism in both work and everyday life. 17. Don't be afraid to say no if you're not ready. Many people fear saying no. They might miss out on something. However, sometimes it's better to decline if you're not sure you can handle the task. There's a popular saying, fake it till you make it. But the truth is that if the gap between your abilities and what's required is too wide, it's better to say no. You'll save yourself the stress and potential disappointment. 18. Pay attention to how others see you. Think about how you want to be perceived by others. It's not just about how you dress, but also how you speak, what you post on the social media, and how you behave. Life is like building a character in a video game. You can choose which attributes to develop and how you want to be seen. 19. Prepare mentally for the loss of loved ones. Though it's not an easy topic, it's worth realizing that loss is part of life. When someone close to us passes away, it can cause a significant emotional shock. Accepting this fact and preparing for such events can help us appreciate every moment spent with those we love. We'll be more aware of every moment together. 20. Don't take rejection personally. Each of us will face rejection at some point. It could be during a job interview, in personal life, or any other situation. It's essential not to take it personally. Try to see it from the other person's perspective and use the feedback to grow. Reacting emotionally only holds you back, so instead, treat it as an opportunity to learn. 21. Don't be embarrassed to take a nap during the day. Although it may seem trivial, a short nap can work wonders. In the past, I thought naps were just for kids and older people. Today, I know that many successful entrepreneurs swear by short naps that make them more productive. So if you feel tired, don't be afraid to take a nap. It can significantly improve your performance. 22. Learn from those who disagree with you. Too many people live in a bubble of their beliefs, especially on social media, avoiding confrontation with different opinions. However, it's worth remembering that everyone can teach you something, even if you don't agree with their views. You can gain fresh insights that help you better understand yourself and the world. 23. Never be late. Being punctual is one of the most fundamental ways to show respect for another person. It shows you're responsible, reliable, and respect others' time. Sometimes a small change in habits is enough to gain a reputation as a trustworthy person. 24. Follow your values, not just money. Money is important, but your values give meaning to what you do. If you have strong values, no one can buy your loyalty. Your principles should be unbreakable, and the foundation of your actions should be something greater, like family. When you're guided by values, you gain respect, which is priceless. Before we move on to the next point, write your age in the comments. I'd love to know where you're at in your journey. Now let's move on. 25. Be motivated by something beyond money. Values are crucial because they prevent you from being bought, regardless of the price. Having strong principles allows you to hold on to what you believe in, no matter the circumstances. When you're driven by passion or a desire to live out your values rather than solely by money, your efforts gain a deeper meaning. This approach garners respect and lets you live in harmony with yourself. 26. Be driven by vision, not fear. Fear-based thinking focuses on not losing what you have, often stifling ambition. People who operate from fear are usually too focused on protecting what they have to see the potential for something greater. Vision, however, propels you forward and gives you the clarity and courage to pursue meaningful, long-term goals. 27. Stand up to bullies. I let my boss push me around for too long before I finally walked away. Allowing anyone, boss, friend, or peer, to treat you poorly can damage your self-confidence and hold you back. Standing up for yourself, even if it's just once, can set necessary boundaries and protect your self-esteem. It often takes just one act of assertiveness to deter bullies from testing you again. 28. Use your unique advantages. Everyone has particular strengths or life circumstances that give them an edge. Recognizing and using these strengths doesn't mean you're cheating. It's about making the most of what sets you apart. Focus on identifying your natural talents, resources, or connections, and use them to get closer to your goals. 29th, skip the flashy purchases when you're young. It's tempting to spend money quickly, especially on high-end cars, gadgets, or branded items. But true legends build their wealth steadily over time. Instead of splurging on short-term luxuries, Invest in things that will yield long-term benefits. Flashy purchases can wait until your foundation is secure. 30. Protect your reputation. Your reputation is one of the few things that will live on after you're gone. At many funerals, people remember not the accomplishments, but the character of the person. Honor, integrity, and responsibility are the things that leave a lasting impression. Building a good reputation is something that takes years but can be ruined in an instant. 31. Don't compare yourself to others. We each have our unique path to follow. Focus on your own growth rather than looking at what others have achieved. If you consistently work on becoming better than your former self, one day you'll look back and be amazed at how far you've come. Baby steps in the right direction are what truly matter. 32. Don't let a bad day turn into a bad week. A single negative event can ruin your entire day, and if you're not careful, it could spiral into a week of negativity. Recognize the bad day for what it is, let it go, and look for the good opportunities the rest of the week has to offer. Don't let one bad day cast a shadow over your entire week. 33. Always pay off your credit card. If you don't pay off your credit card in full each month, you're just wasting money on interest and hurting your credit score. Make it a habit to clear your balance every month. This small discipline will save you financially and build good credit over time. 34. Any job is better than no job. Being out of work can wear down your mental health, so if any job is available, take it, even if it's washing cars. Employment is more than just a paycheck. It's about interaction with others, a sense of purpose, and building confidence. You never know. You might make friends or gain experiences that benefit you long-term. 35. Never invest without doing your own research. I've seen many people lose money on poor investments, often because they didn't take the time to understand what they were getting into. Don't let anyone pressure you into a quick decision, especially if it's your money on the line. Doing your own research minimizes risks and allows you to make informed, rational choices. 36. Being a great storyteller can get you anything you want, whether in social situations or business. A good story captivates people, makes your message memorable, and creates genuine connections. Knowing how to communicate effectively with stories is a powerful skill. It can help you land opportunities, close deals, or simply connect with people on a deeper level. 37. Don't live your life for others. Don't let critics or family expectations dictate your life choices. If friends or family pressure you into a career path you're not passionate about, take a step back and reconsider. It's your life, and you don't want to spend it in a career that doesn't fulfill you. Focus on building a life you're excited to live. 38. Have a solid paycheck routine. Establish a disciplined system for managing your income. Start by covering essentials, like rent and bills, with 50% of your income. Save 20% for emergencies, pay off debts with 30%, and when debts are cleared, invest that portion in long-term growth, like retirement accounts. Use a small percentage for higher-risk ventures if you want to experiment with quick returns. 39. It's okay if you don't have everything figured out. Everyone is figuring things out as they go along. The myth of having everything together is just that, a myth. You don't need to have every detail planned to move forward in life. Start where you are, learn as you go, and trust that you'll adapt to challenges as they come. 40. Start investing now for retirement. Though some may argue that returns are minimal, compounding growth is valuable over the long run. Even a modest investment can build substantial wealth over time. It's tempting to focus only on fast money, but setting aside a portion for passive growth ensures security in your later years. 41. The quality of your questions shapes your future success. Thoughtful questions yield valuable answers. When reaching out to people for advice or guidance, take the time to craft specific, meaningful questions. This approach demonstrates respect and gives you a better chance of receiving insightful feedback that will benefit your growth. 42. Enjoy the journey, not just the destination. The experiences you gather along the way often matter more than the goal itself. Achievements may bring satisfaction, but the memories, lessons, and growth you gain from the journey have lasting impact. Don't rush the process. Savor it, as it's often the most valuable part. 43. Nothing is ever free. If something doesn't cost you money, it costs you time. Understand that even free offers require an investment of some kind, whether time, effort, or personal data. Recognize the value of your time and don't waste it on things that don't serve you in the long run. 44. Stop waiting to be inspired and just start. Inspiration doesn't always strike when you need it. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment, start with small steps. Taking action often leads to momentum, and from there, motivation grows naturally. Don't overthink it, just dive in and see what happens. 45. Work hard now for an easier life later. A disciplined effort in your early years can set you up for an easier future. Though the urge to indulge in temporary pleasures is strong, putting in the work early lays a solid foundation. By your 30s, you can enjoy greater financial freedom and fewer regrets. 46. Handle tough tasks in the morning. Taking on the hardest tasks early in the day, when you're most productive, clears the way for an easier afternoon. Prioritizing challenging tasks allows you to tackle them with fresh energy, leaving simpler tasks for later in the day when you may have less focus. 47. The name of a university means nothing. Don't stress about prestigious universities or stacking up student debt. What really counts is what you learn and how you apply it. Employers and clients care more about your skills and experience than the name of the school you attended. 48. Take care of your back issues can significantly affect your quality of life and productivity, yet they often go ignored until it's too late. Maintaining good posture and engaging in exercises that support your back health will benefit you in the long run. Unlike teeth, you can't replace your back, so look after it now. 49. Don't stress about being different. You don't have to fit in. Embrace what makes you unique, even if it seems unconventional. What others may see as weird could actually be your biggest asset. The world needs people who bring fresh perspectives, and being different helps you stand out and be remembered. 50. Choose your partner wisely. Finding a supportive life partner can have a profound impact on your journey to success. Many people focus on superficial qualities in relationships, but it's the depth of connection and shared vision that truly matter. Take your time and choose someone you genuinely want to build a future with. A strong partnership is priceless. Leave a comment. I'd love to know where you're from.